我们有请 Dot Travel 域名的注册机构 Tralliance 公司的总裁 Ron Andruff 上台致辞。Ron， it's all yours.
你好。I promise you, the next time I speak with you, I will be speaking more words in Chinese. And so I apologize today that I have to address you in English. Having said that, it's a tremendous pleasure for me to be here before you today, to have the presence of our honored guest, Mr. Tang, representing the CNTA, and many others whom you'll meet this evening at our event function. The reason we're here today, as Mr. Tang has mentioned, is because we want to bring the idea of dot travel to a reality here in China. As we all know, the 2008 Olympic Games is going to be a coming out party, the first time that the world will have a chance to recognize and see the new China, this booming, exciting, vibrant place that you call your country. So it's a tremendous opportunity for us to play our small part in bringing forward all of the tremendous tourism assets that your country has to offer. I'm told that we have over 20,000 attractions in China, over 12,000 star-rated hotels, and many, many other iconic places and parks and reserves and other exciting things that the world has not yet seen. And so our role in this is to try to assist showing the rest of the world all of these things so they can come to your country and enjoy them all. I want to just go through a few things today to set the stage, if you will, to set the scene so you can understand why dot travel and why is it necessary that we even have this new top-level domain. And so the first slide I'd like to show you is, in fact, the slides. If we could perhaps dim the lights a little bit. Whoever's responsible, take the lights down. If you look at the circle on your left-hand side, it's a yellow circle. It's in September 1969. This drawing of the internet was actually made. It was made by the United States Department of Defense, and they wanted to create a system called the internet that they could make sure they could have, how would I say it best, to be able to operate the government from multiple places. So the circle on the left represents the first internet, one computer or one node, and the circle on the right, the green circle, is how the internet would look 4 months later in December '69. It would be 4 nodes or 4 computers. Well, in 2002, all of those dots represent every computer on the planet, and as you see, there is virtually no planet, no map of the world underneath. You can't see a thing except for computer nodes. That was in 2002, and today we're in 2007. So clearly, the internet is exploding, and it's part of our life forever. Therefore, in a world like that, it's very important that we work to create an intuitive space, a space on the internet where people would understand if there's something to do with travel and tourism, I just need to put dot travel behind it, and it will take me immediately there to that website to get information about that tourism asset. So this is the idea behind the dot travel initiative. The other point I want to show is a fascinating aspect which is denoted in this slide, and it says, from a want to a need. A want is something that I would like to, as an example, I would want to go to up in space on a spaceship to look at the planet Earth. That's something I want to do, but chances are I will never have a chance to do it. A need is that I need fresh food and water every day to stay alive. So what I'm saying here is that in our world today, travel has become a need. It's no longer a want. And billions of people feel this way. And it's in particular this way because if you look at your country alone, the middle class will double in size in the next 10 years. In India, it will triple. The middle class will triple in size in the next 10 years. So therefore, with all of these billions and billions of people traveling, the need for a dot travel and to be able to find information very quickly is very important. So this is the why we are working on this direction. .travel really represents the future of our internet in the terms of the travel and tourism for all of these reasons. One of the key elements of .travel is that it's an authenticated namespace. And what I mean by that is that every entity, whether it's a hotel or an airline or a travel agent, must go through an authentication process where all of the data they submit is checked to make sure, in fact, that they are in the business and that the name they're applying for is, in fact, a name they have a legal claim to. So what this means is it doesn't matter if you're in Bogota, Colombia, or in Boise, Idaho in the United States, or in Bangkok. Anywhere in the world, any entity, they go through exactly the same authentication. And this will raise the trust factor, the ability to trust the websites that have a .travel, because consumers will come to know if it's a .travel website, it's a place that I can trust to do my business. I can trust to put my credit card on the internet knowing that it will be in a safe place and so forth. So this is the idea behind representing a future of the internet as a trusted space. Who are using .travel domain names? Well, it's almost every major brand name that you know, and it's many that you don't know, many smaller players that have not yet brought their products to the market. The World Tourism Organization at the Berlin ITB, the large trade fair that happened in March, announced SOS.travel. SOS.travel is going to be a place where whenever there's a crisis in the world, whether it be SARS or tsunami or avian flu or whatever it might be, all the information about that crisis will be collected in one place. So consumers can know that instead of having to go search everywhere, all of the information with regard to that particular crisis will be updated every minute on that particular website. China.travel, very exciting for us because, as Mr. Tang had mentioned, it is a nation taking the domain name and working very closely with it. We have also Canada.travel, Egypt.travel, and many other nations that have taken their domain names, and then they've gone about making sure that all of the tourism assets in their countries would also have those names, whether it be cities or national parks and so forth. So what I wanted to share with you very briefly today is that we're on the verge of a very exciting time. We stand before a 20-year boom, 20 years of growth in the travel and tourism industry. So in this time period, we are now with China and working closely with the CNTA and other organizations here in China. We expect that we're going to see some very exciting things happen. This is the first day of that, but we have a long ways to go. It's a migration in our view, where we take all of the travel and tourism industry in the world and migrate them over the next 2 to 3 to 5 years into the .travel space. But in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, if anybody is in the travel industry, they will have a .travel domain name. That's how the internet is going forward. These are the exciting times we live in, and I thank all of you for coming to hear our story today and look forward to answering your questions after the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Very inspiring.